This right here is a DeepCool MACUBE 110 Micro-ATX case. It's a great case, but there's a little problem with it. It only comes with one fan, which is a rear 120mm fan. Some people find that that's not enough for this case, so that's why today I've got 4 DeepCool RF 120 white fans. So 3 of them are going to go on the front, and I'm going to change the back fan as well. So keep watching this video if you want to find out how to change fans on this DeepCool MACUBE 110 Micro-ATX case. So I'm going to start off with taking the side panel off, which is a magnetic panel, so it comes off pretty easily. And if you're wondering what the specs are on this PC, it's an i7 6700, so that's a 6th gen i7 with 4 cores and 8 threads, and it's paired with an MSI RX 580 8GB GDDR5, and it's running DDR4 16GB of RAM, and we got 1TB in SSD. So this right here is a pretty good mid-range 1080p gaming PC. And I'll post a link for the short video where I made this PC up here. I'm going to flip it around and take the back panel off as well. This is the 500 watt power supply that's powering everything in this build. And we got the SSDs mounted right here. And now to remove the front panel, if you can see closely, there are these 3 tabs on each side of the case. You're going to have to squeeze them with your hand and push the front panel out. And that's how you take the front panel off. So let me show you how that's done. There we go. The front panel is off. Here are the 6 tabs that I was talking about. And if you can see, just have to squeeze it a little. And while you're squeezing, you just pull on the front panel and it should easily pop off. After you have your front panel off, your case should look something like this. Let's go ahead and unbox these fans real quick. They come with screws, so that's really nice. Here's the fan. You can either use the 3-pin or you can use the Molex. I am going to be using the Molex. I'm going to be powering them straight from the power supply and not going to be stressing the motherboard at all. So how it's going to work is the fan is going to go inside the case and you're going to screw it in from the outside. And of course, you want the fan to be pushing air in the PC, and you want the air to be exiting from the back and the top if you want to. But in this case, I'm only going to have 1 rear exit fan and 3 intake fans. When you install your front fans, make sure you have the cable on the right side so it is easier for you to manage the cables once you're done installing the fans. I'm going to start with the bottom fan right here. Line up your fan with the rails on your PC case. When you tighten the screws, don't go all the way until you have all the fans installed. I'm still able to move my fan, that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and install the other 2. I'm actually really surprised that this Micro-ATX case takes 3 120mm front fans. If you don't want to put 3 120mm fans, you can use 2 140mm fans. But I'd rather have 3 120mm just because it's cooler. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have some trouble with the front panel cables. You just have to push the USB 3 cable away a little. There we go. Since they're all lined up, I just have to finish screwing them in all the way so we don't get any weird vibrations. And now I'm going to show you how I'm going to hook up these fans. And then we'll go ahead and change the rear fan for one of these LED fans. So I'm just going to be daisy chaining all these Molex connectors and connecting it to my power supply right here. All our fans are hooked up. Just tuck your cables away, or you can zip tie them if it really bothers you. And just like that, all the front fans are hooked up, and now I'm gonna go ahead and change the rear fan. Unfortunately, my camera's battery died when I was changing the rear fan. But as everybody knows, it is actually really simple to change this fan out. There's just 4 screws right here. And this fan is actually plugged into the motherboard with this 3-pin header right there at the top. So now let me show you how to put this case back together, and then I'll fire up the PC and show you how the fans look. Starting with the front panel, you want the DeepCool logo at the top and the cutout at the bottom. Line up the panel with all 6 holes. Press it in gently. You will hear it pop 6 times. Or you might not hear it pop 6 times, but you'll definitely hear it pop. Just like that, the front panel is in. Now I'll put the back panel on. And before I put the glass panel back on, I'm gonna fire up the PC. So it turns out there was actually no problem with the rear fan. All I had to do to fix it was unplug it from the motherboard and just run it directly from the Molex connector. Now that it's getting its full power, running just like the front fans, it has the correct color now, and there is no more issues. If you like content like this, please hit the like button and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.